Right, hello. Fucking guest just come on. Right, I'm gonna start talking about cystic fibrosis, again, diabetes. But we're gonna introduce what. Okay, just getting asked for the fucking cat. We're gonna introduce steroids, lifestyle training. Right, before I go on, you got to understand, with my body, with cystic fibrosis body, we do not function as normal people. Everything we do in our body has to be either artificial or some sort of some sort of antibodies in our system to help us. Lovely. So you got to understand it, trying to talk serious and fucking get your cat's face in there. Lovely. Right, you got to understand, we literally have to put artificial stuff in our body constantly. 9 times out of 10, the doctors know what to do to put in our bodies, but at the same time, there are drugs out there that we take as a guinea pig. We pretty much used as a guinea pig, because obviously everyone's system works different, blah blah blah, may work with someone else, may not work with us. So we have to put in shit anyway. So you've got to try and understand that when I take anabolic steroids, or a steroid just in a normal day basis, I'm kind of treating myself as a guinea pig. I'm the student, I'm the guinea pig. It's my experiment. I am an experiment. The reason I have taken it is because you learn that we can't absorb calories, proteins, fats, carbohydrates. We can't really absorb nutrients in our body. The main thing is proteins. It's very hard for us to make proteins. Well, guess what? To get big, you need fucking proteins. And most of our proteins rush to our body to help us just to survive in the cystic fibrosis community. So, we take energy out in ways that a lot of people, normal people, don't take energy out. We take energies out on coughing, breathing, you know. And then when we get a bug, a load more energy goes towards that. So my logic of understanding my body and cystic fibrosis and what a steroid does, don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to face the consequences. Everyone that takes things, you're fucking with your hormone, right? But I fuck with my body anyway. With the doctors, fuck with my body anyway. So you are fucking with a hormone. You know, this is serious shit. You are fucking with a hormone. But I understand the steroid changes your hormone. Obviously, it's testosterone. So you're now becoming more male. So for a woman and cystic fibrosis, probably not a strong idea to take sort of testosterone. You might grow a bollocks. But my understanding of a steroid is helps absorb proteins more. Well, we don't absorb proteins. So sticking that in my body once every 2 weeks, either a sus is testosterone, but different ethanates of testosterone. So one will be direct in, so 2 to 3 days it'll be in. 7 days, another one to kick in. That's what sus is. It's different testosterone, different kicking in different times. Or cyprinate, that kicks in every 8 days. Every 8 days it peaks, then comes down. So sticking a jab in me once every twice a week, to me makes sense in a way, in such as, right, I don't absorb proteins. This will help me absorb proteins. The benefits to that causing by the consequences of the side effects of a testosterone, I'm most likely probably going to benefit a little bit more. I'm not saying it's going to be good for me. I'm not saying that I'm not going to get the consequences of it. But me dying of a steroid, and there's abusing it and then just taking it. Me taking a steroid and dying of a steroid is pretty going to be slim compared to what I can die of in cystic fibrosis and diabetes. Do you know what I mean? For diabetes, if my sugars go too high, too long, I could lose a fucking foot. I'm not going to lose a foot from fucking steroids, you know what I mean? But don't get me wrong. If you start fucking with your hormone, your natural testosterone is going to eventually shut off. Well, then you're not going to get fucking hard, and you're going to feel like a bitch. You know what I mean? You get moody, you get mood swings. Don't get me wrong, I've tried just coming off before myself. And you notice mood swings. Because what happens is your estrogen's up there. Your testosterone come down now. You have to stop taking artificial testosterone. Now your fucking estrogen's up there. Now you get the fucking mood swings. So, if you're going to start taking them, make sure you take your PCTs and know how to take them. I'm not condoning this to people as to start them. Don't fucking start. If you can't deal with the consequences afterwards, don't fucking start them. I know the consequences. I know what it's going to cause. But like I said, me dying of a steroid to a fucking other things I can die of, I'm most likely going to die of that. I'm most likely going to die getting run over. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, you're fucking with your hormones. So, if you're one of these people that can't take simply, if you get a flu and you can't handle just taking a couple of pills a day, don't fucking do it. Do you know what I mean? Just don't fucking do it. Because this is something you're going to have to keep up. You're not only going to have to keep up, you're not going to just want to stick what you want in. You need to know the background of that. You need to know what the fuck it was used for medically. You need to know these inside out. You need to know what your body is. Your blood works. You know what I mean? You're running now to testosterone. If you're running it out, what I'm running it for a cystic fibrosis reason, you're not going to run into a lot of problems. You're really not. It's just something to help me. You're running it out of bodybuilding stage. Now you're not talking about jabbing once every twice a week. You're jabbing about probably Monday and Thursday. And you're not just going to jab fucking probably testosterone. You're going to jab fucking testosterone, tren and fucking equipoise with running an oral, which can fuck you up. Orals are quite bad. You're running it out of another level now. Do you know what I mean? That's like it. And compared to what a bodybuilder runs it out, like a professional bodybuilder runs it out, that's quite intermediate. And don't take over fucking doses of it. Fuck's sake, it's ridiculous. When you're talking about trend, some people try and run it at fucking 1 gram a week. Fuck off, man. Do you know what that can do to you? Do you know what that fucking is? It's an animal. It's an animal fucking steroid. It's used for fucking animals. Don't run that shit too high. There's no fucking need for it. Do you know? That will fuck you up. So, in my eyes, for a cystic fibrosis patient, as I'm used as guinea pig, and I'm most likely going to be taking shit the rest of my life, taking one more thing, don't bother me. Just does not bother me. You know what I mean? I got diabetes through my cystic fibrosis. I had my enzymes, which absorbs my food. Yet again, another artificial thing, because we don't produce enough enzymes to digest food. It's the tablet that helped me digest food. It gave me fucking related cystic fibrosis related diabetes. That's what it's called. So it's killed my pancreas off. Now my pancreas is not fucking firing out insulin. to bring my sugars down. Which is another fucking thing now I can't absorb nutrients. When your sugars or levels are fucking high, it's literally turned to waste. So now that's a more concerning thing when you start learning about it. It's concerning for a normal person. Someone with cystic fibrosis is really concerning, because now you're talking about nutrients that helps you fight your body and helps your body. Now it's getting turned to waste because your sugar levels are too high. Well, if your sugar's levels too high and you ain't got now nutrients anyway to fight any sort of bugs or illnesses, running that fucking shit high, man, you're in fucking trouble. I mean, I've done it. I'm not being funny. I've sometimes neglected my sugar levels. I fucking shouldn't, but I have. And boy, you fucking run into some trouble. You really do run into trouble. You lose weight. No matter what you're fucking shoving in your body, no matter how much you're fucking eating, it won't matter. That won't matter unless you get that shit under control. It really won't matter. You know, I could be taking fucking growth hormone and fucking knows what. If my sugar levels are too high, don't mean shit. I am not going to fucking get anywhere. So you got to get that shit under control. Right? If you're not getting that shit under control, don't fucking take steroids. There's no fucking point. Literally, you're putting something in your body that ain't going to help anyway, because you're not getting that shit under control. So we have two things that helps build our bodies, or build our bodies. We now have to probably eat like a 22 stone bloke just to gain a little bit more size. So stripping is quite hard. Well, it's quite easy and it's quite hard in a way, because obviously if you're stripping, you want to be in a calorie deflate, whatever it's fucking called. You got to run your calories lower. Well, that's a problem with us. Well, you run your fucking calories lower, you're going to be more now accepted for bugs and everything, because you're going to run your calories lower. You're not going to have enough calories to maintain your bugs, your illnesses in your system. It's a really difficult sport to fucking get into, really. I mean, in hindsight, it's a difficult sport to get into. Oh, that's another thing when people go, don't you think that's cheating? Cheating what? Cheating my fucking self? No, in this sport, you have got no fucking rules. No rules. You've got guidelines, but you've got no rules. You live what you want. You eat what you want. You eat clean. I mean, you're not talking about you going to eat fucking McDonald's every day. You take what you want, you know. There's no fucking rules in this sport. Even if you want it as a satisfactory preference to how you look. In a way, when you're talking about bodybuilding, there's no rules. That's why it's fucking great for us. This is why we have fun. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's a sport that there's no rules. You know, we're not cheating anyone. We're not cheating ourselves. You know, I mean, I'm not being funny. If I was a professional basketball player, baseball player, fucking golf, anything, yeah, it's classified cheating, because now you're putting, or runner, you're now putting enhanced stuff to make you better. But if you want to look good, who does it fucking matter? What's cheating? You know what I mean? Girls constantly put shit in their lips, poison in their lips to make themselves look better. Boob jobs, arse jobs. Don't get me wrong, fucking blokes do it as well. They do ab implants and chest implants. You know, taking a steroid don't make you cheat. You got to work harder. You can't just take a steroid and sit in your ass. You know, if you're doing that, you're fucking stupid. If you're going to shove something in your fucking ass, fuck with your hormones, fuck with the consequences, and then sit on your fucking ass. So no, I don't classify it as cheating. It's not something that we're going to cheat about. And it's definitely not fucking cheating in my eyes, because I have to work hard to just be fucking normal. You know, I have to put things in my body just to be normal. So when we're talking about someone being normal and sticking that shit in, to me that seems crazy. But it's their preference. They want. I can understand. I can understand in this day in society why boys and girls with all the fucking Instagram and all this sort of shit, that you want to be on peak and on point and stripped and ripped to fuck and everything like that. I don't like being ripped, to be honest. I kind of like being a bit bulky and beefy, in all honesty. I mean, I prefer that look to being ripped. But then that's just the way I like it, you know. But there's a lot of pressure on out there. I mean, this is how much pressure there is out there for people to try and start straight away and look good. Is I've known people to get a pot of fucking Anadrol, start taking that and start training at the same time the very first start training. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you got a bottle of Anadrol. Do you know what that does? Do you know the side effects of that? Do you know even what it was used for? No, I just know how to fucking... Do you even know how to fucking train? Do you even know how to lift a fucking dumbbell and you start taking that sort of shit? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do that shit. Do you know what I mean? At least start training. Understand the fucking sport. Understand your body. Know what your body does. Then have the option of maybe choosing to do it. Don't just go and fucking do it. Jesus fuck, what are you doing? The reason I take it is because I understand my body. I've always had to understand my body. Every cystic fibrosis patient has to understand their body. It's part of our illness. We've got to understand we don't get enough nutrients. We've got to understand we can sound like a dying fucking dog because our lungs fill up with mucus. We've got to understand we may run into hepatitis. Now, I'm talking about immune hepatitis, which is your immune system killing it off, not from sex or anything like that, not a disease that comes from sex, but a disease that our bodies could eventually attack our fucking liver, our kidneys, you know? We've got to understand our body inside out. We've got to understand our fucking blood works, our breathing, how our breathing test works. You know, everything we do, we run past the fucking doctor. And if you're not, you're fucking stupid. Because you got to run that past your doctor. Yeah, they're not going to like you taking it, for starters. None of them are. Do you know what I mean? They ain't going to like you taking it. But be decent enough and respectful enough to yourself and your body to tell a doctor. So you know if you run into any sort of problems, it come back on your blood works. And then you can readjust and reevaluate what the fuck you are doing. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I have run into problems before. You know? But don't take this shit lightly. Never take this shit lightly, you know. But that's, like I said, that is my view on how it is. I'm not condoning it for people to do it. I'm not telling people to go and do it. I'd rather people not fucking do it. Because the consequences you're going to have. If you start taking it, and you don't know what you're doing, the consequences of you jabbing yourself in the arse for the rest of your fucking life, or having the consequences of running your testosterone low, because you won't never turn your testosterone back on, and having to treat yourself for the rest of your life with either creams or jabs at the hospital to get your testosterone just fucking normal. Our bodies are not fucking normal anyway. So me running, if I 10, 20 years down the line, if I'm still alive by then, if they say to me your testosterone's running low because I'm not bodybuilding no more, I'm too fucking ill to do it, and they go, we've got to give you a cream, do you know what? That is probably going to be half, it's not even going to hit me, affect me, compared to that. I'm probably on oxygen chains by now and thinking, fuck, taking cream, who gives a shit? I'll get me a fucking lung, you know? But that's my view, anyway.